Hey, how's it going, you guys? So pretty much I wanted to get into this video about the trophy that I won a couple years ago. I never thought that I would have been able to reach such a milestone within skateboarding. You know what I mean? Um, this is a legitimate amateur skateboarding trophy. Um, as you can see, I'll highlight where it took place and how I earned it. This was called the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. It was held in Fontana, California on February 2015. As you can see, it was Valentine's Day, hence the name Valentine's Day Massacre. Um, yeah, I heard about it online. Um, all amateur skateboarders who are competitive in nature seek out competitions. They go online and they pretty much just seek contests. And that's what I was doing in the year 2014, 2015, and 2016. Um, Pretty much I wanted to get into competitive skateboarding, and I realized that in California there's there's a circuit. There are people who are having contests for skateboarders, and if you pay attention and you show up, good things come of it. So pretty much how it went down, I heard about this contest being held by Rhythm Skate Shop in Fontana. I had been to the parks, I think once or twice before. I believe they had a contest there at that skate park before, so I was a little bit familiar with the park, but it definitely wasn't home ground, so I didn't have any sort of advantage heading into that contest. But the reason why I still chose to do it was because I love skateboarding and I have this huge passion for it. And I think it's always pretty cool for people to show just what they have within them. You know what I mean? I really don't care about the winning or losing aspect in competition. I really am more focused on just presenting yourself, how you want to be seen. And one of the things I learned early in my life is that skateboarding was somehow important to me. And at one point, I realized that I needed to um, build some sort of history with skateboarding. And to me, the contest circuit and being a legitimate amateur skateboarder, one of the aspects of it meant doing contests and not necessarily doing well, but I believe when you do um, excel and do find some sort of success, and if you do find some sort of success, I believe that it could be beneficial, and definitely in a skateboarder's career. You know, if you want to take it seriously, you need to think about contests in a different light, not necessarily because you want to be better than other people, but because you want to help out people along the way. I have some cool stories where sponsors sent me to contests like the California State Games. I had um, OA Hardware send me out, and that was cool. The company's no longer around and they went out of business, but it was an East Coast company, and they paid for me to do the contest. I remember I represented the shirt during the contest, and I did decent. I got second place that year, and it was an improvement from the year before where I had gotten third place. Um, but anyways, this one in this particular day on February, I had to do two. I believe they were 30-second runs. They may have been 45, but I believe they were 30. And I think 30 seems like a short time, but in reality, it could seem like ages for a skateboarder trying to stay on their board. And anybody who's been on in a contest would agree the same. It's totally different atmosphere, different feel. It's not necessarily the nerves, but just how you skate in front of others when the pressure is on. It's a bit different animal. But yeah, man, I had a great time. Luckily, I stayed on my board throughout both runs, and I started and ended strong, and I showed a lot of what I have, and that's something that to me means a lot. You know, like obviously a lot of people know that I skate switch. I skated a lot switch within those runs. I skated technical, you know, skated sound. I remember front boards, nollie 360s, nollie 5.0s, you know, just the works, you know, switch 180s off drops, you know, ollie manuals, ollie out into banks, stuff, you know, 5.0s down stair hubbas and things of this nature. But yeah, like I definitely had a great time. It was nerve wracking, and I had to definitely focus and be mentally prepared for that stuff. But I got it was definitely an amazing feeling once they called my name, and I knew that I had a first place just added to my name, you know, and I was gonna go down in some sort of history somewhere, you know. It matters to me, and that to me, um, this trophy right here is, you know, in the sponsor division within amateur skateboarders and sponsored skateboarders from that area. You know, I had no home field advantage, and I was the one who came out on top, and that to me means a lot, you know. And that was a time in my life when I was taking skateboarding super seriously. Not that I still am now, but it was a different time, and I definitely needed that win, and I'm so thankful that's how it played out, and I'm still thankful, and I'll forever be thankful for the people that held the contest, and for the skate park that held it down, and for everybody that stayed there and watched, and for the kids that were somehow inspired. I'm just thankful for the whole experience. Thank you guys for everything. I really do appreciate skateboarding in all its aspects. Thank you.